Alright guys, we are back for more of Come and Party with Nick's birthday special. We just did a game of Mario Party 9 for the Nintendo Wii U, and that was a whole lot of fun. We played the game on Blooper Beach, and we were able to pull off a dominating win on that one, which was quite exciting. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Mario Party 10 for the Nintendo Wii U. Let's see what happens on this game. Alright, we're gonna go to Mario Party, of course. Alright, one player. We'll play as Mario as usual. Alright, we're taking on Rosalina, Spike, and Toad this game. Okay, so for the board that we're going to play on here for this segment, Nick requested me to do Chaos Castle. Alright, who's going first? It's gonna be Rosalina that goes first. Alright, so all of us will get 5 mini stars to start with. Alright, let's get this party started. So, unlike how it is on the other boards, we gotta try to rescue one of Toad's friends who is locked in the cage right here, as being shown on the gamepad. And whoever rescues that Toad in the cage will get some mini stars. So Rosalina starts us off with a 3, and now let's go to Spike. 6. He gets 5 mini stars. Alright, it's time to go inside the mushroom house right here so we can get ourselves a special dice block. Let's see what we get. A 4, 5, 6 dice block. I'll take that. Alright, it's time for our first mini game. And we're doing a free-for-all. Alright, we're playing Magma Meltdown. Alright, let's do this. Alright, there goes Spike. Oh, darn it. We are so close there. Looks like Toad barely survived for that win. Alright, well, third place is at least better than last, so it's fine. Alright, so we do get 2 mini stars. Alright, let's go to Toad now. Alright, 1. Alright, on me. Alright, I'll go ahead and use my 4, 5, 6 dice block right here. Alright, we get a 5. That's not bad. Alright, 8 mini stars coming my way. Now we gotta be careful with those unlucky spaces, otherwise we're going to lose some mini stars. Okay, let's go up. I can get myself a special dice block here. What's it going to be? A 1, 2, 3 dice block. Alright, back to Rosalina. She's going to bring out her double dice here. She ends up with a 1 and a 4 for a total of 5. And only one more lock left to rescue that toad from the cage. From what I'm seeing right here is the 2. And that goes 5 mini stars for Rosalina. But she does get 3 of them there. And she is also going to land on a dash space. 3. Alright. Spike's turn. He gets a 4. And he's getting 5 mini stars there. And he also gets 8 of them there as well. What kind of special dice block does Spike get? A 1, 2, 3 dice block. Alright. Back to Toad. He ends up with a 0 right there on that 0 for 1 dice block. Now we go back to me. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and use this 1, 2, 3 dice block, just so we can try to have a little bit of an easier chance of trying to get that toad out of the cage right here for the number that we need. There's a 2! So I was the one that rescued the toad right there from the cage. So I am going to be able to get 20 mini stars as a reward. I will certainly take that. Okay, we'll go down here. There's a dash space. Alright, let's see if we can possibly roll high enough for the 10 mini stars up ahead. Nope, just the 1. Alright, let's see what Rosalina's gonna get here. She ends up with a 1. And she landed on an unlucky space. Too bad. So she lost 5 mini stars. And that puts her down to only 1. Alright, Spike is gonna roll 4 this time. And he gets those 10 mini stars. Alright, now let's see what special dice block he gets. Alright, looks like another 1, 2, 3 dice block, but he's got too much dice block, so he's got to toss one of them out. Alright, there is a minigame box in here, and it's another free-for-all. Alright, we're playing Cliffside Crisis. Alright, so let's see if we can possibly get the win on this one. Rosalina just got out already, and same with Spike. So it's just me and Toad that are left. Got it! So that's going to give me 5 mini stars. Alright, Toad ends up with a 3. And he gets 5 mini stars. And he's landing on an unlucky space. You failed! So that makes him lose 5 mini stars. Alright, back to me. Come on, give me anything but a 1. Alright, good. We do roll 4. So there's 5 mini stars for me. So So now we're going to do a mini boss battle. Alright, so I do get to pick what mini boss battle that we do play. Let's go with Mega Sledge Bros. Car Chaos. This one I'm very good at. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's look at these cards carefully. So from what I was looking at, both the cards with the 3 bullet bills on there were blown away. But I'll gladly take 2. Alright, Toe got 2 as well. Spike ended up with a hammer, but he didn't have any points to lose, and Rosalina got 1. Alright, put that one next. Alright, another 2 bullet bills. Alright, Toe got 1. Now Rosalina gets a hammer, so she lost a point, and Spike got 2. Alright, so here's our next set of cards all ready to go. I'm going with that one. And there we go! There's 3 bullet bills. Spike got a hammer, and there goes a point from him. Alright, 2 for Rosalina and 2 for Toad. Alright, starting to get bad here. Alright, now we gotta be extra careful because there are cards that have 2 hammers on them. Alright, I like to pick this card. And there's another 3 bullet bills. Alright, Rosalina got 2. Spike got 2 hammers, but we only have 1 point to lose. And Toad got 1. Alright, let's bring out our next set of cards. Alright, let's pick this card. Alright, there's 3 bullet bills. And Rosalina picked a hammer, so she loses a point. Alright, 2 for Spike. And Toad ended up getting a hammer. He loses a point as well. Alright, anyways, let's try to memorize our next set of cards here, where they're at. Okay, I'm going with this one. Alright, 3 bullet bills once again. And that gives me the last hit bonus of +5. That is fantastic. Alright, so I went with 21 points right there on that one. And that's going to give me 10 mini stars. Alright, let's see the card standings. I'm in first place with 55 mini stars. Spike's in second with 37. Toad's in third with 18. And Rosalina's in last with 5. But anyways, let's see what happens next as we make our way forward right here with the board. Alright, 5 for Rosalina right there. Now we gotta try to watch out for those skewers. Makes sense for Rosalina to go left right here, because we are going to be safe from those skewers. She also just got 5 mini stars. We're also getting underway with the mini game. It's a battle mini game. Alright, let's all hand 5 mini stars to Hammer Bro. And what are we going to play here? Rapid River Race, alright. Alright, let's do this. Oh god, that hurt. Oh crap! Why did I just do that? Ow! Dang it! Alright, we're still gonna get that win right there in first place. Alright, that gets me 10 mini stars. Alright, Spike rolls a 5. Alright, it's gonna end up with a special dice block. And it's gonna be a 4, 5, 6 dice block. He's gotta toss something else since he has too much dice blocks. He is getting rid of it. One of his 1, 2, 3 dice blocks, and now it's on to Toad. Alright, 5. Alright, he gets 5 mini stars. Alright, we're going inside another mushroom house. Let's see what kind of special dice block we end up with this time. A 4, 5, 6 dice block, very nice. Alright, looks like we're going to the left. Alright, let's go back to me. Okay. I think I gotta stick with my normal dice block for now. Alright, there's a 2. I'm glad we take this lucky space. Alright. So we have a chance to try to go for a lot of mini stars by launching ourselves out of these cannons. Alright, how many do we get? 17! Okay. Alright, it's a 4 for Rosalina. And she's landing on an unlucky space. So we're getting hit by that skewer. And she only had 5 mini stars to lose there. At least on the bright side, that skewer is now getting reset, which means that space will be safe for us now. Alright, Spike gets a 3 on that 1, 2, 3 dice block. He gets 5 mini stars there. And it's another unlucky space. So we're getting hit by another skewer. And that's going to make Spike lose 10 mini stars. At least there's another safe space in play right here since that happened. Alright, Toad's going with the 2 on that slow dice block. And that's going to make him get that lucky space. So Toad's got an opportunity now to try to go for some mini stars. And he got 14. Alright, let's see what happens now as we go back to me. Alright, anyways, we'll go ahead and use my 4, 5, 6 dice block just so we can be safe from that one skewer up ahead. Alright, that's a 6. Alright, we're changing the turn order now. Alright, who's going next? Toad's going next. And he ends up with 4. And he's gonna get 10 mini stars. He's getting a special dice block. And it's gonna be a 4, 5, 6 dice block. Got a minigame box hidden here. And we're doing a free-for-all. We're playing Spike Ball Scramble. Alright, let's do this. Oh boy, already we get the harder path. But still doing fine out there to start off. Spike out. Alright, try going on the left again. Alright, this time you do get the safer path. And we got the win! Nice. Alright, that gets me 5 mini stars. My turn. Alright, there's a 6. And I do get 5 mini stars there as well. Alright, we're in the home stretch. Alright, we're about ready to battle against Bowser in a moment right here, but first, let's have a look at everyone's mini stars right now. Alright, so I'm in first place with 87 mini stars, Toad's in second with 50, Spike's in third with 32, and Rosalina's in last with 3. Alright, so all of us are now going to get some presents here, and let's see what kind of dice block we're going to get. Alright, a 4, 5, 6 dice block. That's very nice. From here on, the player in last place can choose the minigame. It's only fair. Alright, let's battle against Bowser now. So we gotta watch out for his fireball attacks. So if we get hit by one of Bowser's fireballs, we'll lose half our mini stars if we're the captain. Alright, Rosalina gets a 6 on that 4, 5, 6 dice block. She gets 5 mini stars. It looks like we're safe. Alright, Rosalina's getting a slow dice block right there. Alright, Spike is up next. And he's going to get a 3 on that 1, 2, 3 dice block. He does get 5 mini stars. But it looks like he's going to lose half his mini stars to Bowser. Too bad. Alright, Toad's going to get himself a 5 on that 4, 5, 6 dice block. He's also going to get 10 mini stars. And we are safe from Bowser there. It looks like we're going back. Oh, we're going back 5 spaces there. That's going to give Toad another 10 mini stars. Alright, anyways, let's go over to me. And I gotta bring out my 4, 5, 6 dice block here. It's gonna be a 5. That gives us 10 mini stars. And thankfully we are safe from Bowser. So that's good news for us. And we're going back some more here. And this time we're going back 6 spaces. But we are getting another 10 mini stars there, which will put me up to 107 mini stars. Alright, so Rosalina's going to bring out her slow dice block. And she's going with the 6. She does get 10 mini stars. We're once again safe from Bowser. And yet again we are going back. Going back 4 spaces there. And that gives Rosalina another 10 mini stars. At least that Bowser space won't count right there since we all went back. 6 for Spike there on that 4, 5, 6 dice block, and that will give him 10 mini stars. And Spike's about to lose half his mini stars again to Bowser. Nice try. Alright, we're changing the turn order here. And looks like Toad is going next. He gets a 6 on that 4, 5, 6 dice block. And he also gets 10 mini stars. And he's getting another 10 right there as well. So now it's time for a boss battle. And we're playing Bowser's Tank Terror. Alright. Let's go take down Bowser. Very good here. Let's try to get these mushrooms out here for additional attack power. Okay, there's one. Uh-oh, I just got burned. At least we did get another mushroom very fast. Oh no! Not again. Oh, what the heck was that? Bowser just ran me over so hard. Ah, jeez. That had to hurt. Ah, crap. There it goes again. Alright, that's it for the first phase of the fight. Right now we currently sit in the lead with 45 points. And there's Dry Bowser. so bad. I'll certainly take that mushroom. Alright, let's try to be careful with those fireballs coming down on us. Oh boy! Got burned again. Oh boy, there was nothing much I could do about that. But we're getting close to knocking him out right here. We just gotta do a little bit more damage. Alright, who got that last hit bonus? It was Toad. So he gets an additional 10 points to that. Alright, so anyways, we do get the win out there with a total of 85 points. Alright, Rosalina and Spike ended up tying for third, so they got to decide with a tiebreaker roll. And Rosalina breaks that tie with a higher number. But anyways, we're going to get ourselves 15 mini stars there. Alright, we're about ready to see who the winner is in a moment. But first of all, we still got to give out these bonus stars here. So let's see how well those play out for us. Alright, so first up, the far star for moving the most spaces goes to Rosalina. And then the slow star for moving the fewest spaces goes to Toad. But anyways, now it's time to head over to the final results. And let's see who the winner is. It's not Spike. It's not Rosalina. It's me!